What is up, guys? Welcome back, and today we have another IndyCar diecast review. This is of Takuma Sato's 2017 race winner, Indy 500 winner, I should put it, in green light, and of course the typical racing 1/18 scale. So this is not the figure edition. At the time of recording, the figure edition has not come out yet. This is just a standard version, and this is probably going to be the one I display with the figure for reasons which you will see here in a couple moments. But first we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the packaging. We got Taku the day after, you know, pictures on top. Taku celebrating, and he really did deserve this. He really did deserve this, you know, Takuma Sato champion, blah, blah, blah. The box is eerily similar to this, you know, Rossi. Yeah, it's the same. It's pretty much the same packaging, ladies and gentlemen. Because on one side you have him crossing the start-finish line, a picture of the winner with the trophy. On top you have a picture of them in victory circle. And I'm just giving you this because I can't show both boxes at once because of limited space. And on the reverse side, you have the picture of the champions from the day after. And there's very little manipulation between the two. Anyways, let's look at the car. This is now the greatest sponsorship deal of recent memory, because this sponsor came in later than Napa did on Alexander Rossi. And that kind of continues a streak of the late sponsor and the unexpected one from Andretti Autosport winning the race. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the fine details on the car. On the front wing, you have Ruoff Home Mortgage, Panasonic, the silver Andretti nose, which has been there since 2010. Andretti Autosport, Dallara, United Fiber and Data, back on the car. Napa, DHL, Ruoff, Verizon IndyCar Series, Honda. The 26, I will talk about that here when I get to the griping portion, which, you know, Connect Vision, AB Consulting Team, Ruoff Home Mortgage, Honda Formula Project, or Dream Project, which I believe was a sponsor of Hideki Muto. Anyways, Tilton Racing inside, it's very hidden, but Butterball, which is one of Ryan Herrey's sponsors. A very nice touch is the Nicky Hayden decal, which was on all the cars, I do believe, for the Indy 500. Because unfortunately, if you don't know, Nicky Hayden died during the month of May. And again, my condolences out to his family all these months later. With You Japan, which is like a charity that Taku heads up after the whole hurricane, or not the hurricane, but the tsunami and earthquake thing from 2011. AB Consulting, you have your tech sticker, Ruoff Home, god damn it, I did it again. Ruoff Home Mortgage 26, and you got the differential stripes, as I call them, which it's just differentiate the car. It has the green outlines on the suspension, the mirror, which it's nice to see that they actually did it on this car. Alexander Rossi had red on his where it's green, but they didn't include that. Ruoff on the headrest in 26. I believe I went over that. And you also have it on top of the camera pod, which there was no camera. This is the best looking LED scoring panel that I've seen on a diecast. It's a little tilted if you can't tell, but in terms of looks, it is on spot, and it looks like it should. Verizon IndyCar Series, Takuma Sato, Honda, and Panasonic. Now then, you see 3 autographs on this car. You have Takuma Sato in English, Takuma Sato in Japanese, which he was very gracious enough to actually sign it in Japanese, and it was very cool of him. And over here is a name from the past, somebody who attempted to qualify for my all-time favorite Indy 500, the 2008 race. Roger Yasukawa, a former driver in his own right, as aforementioned. And he was the spotter for Takuma Sato, and he was at the trophy unveiling when I got this signed. And I thought, you know what, might as well. So he signed it, and it was very cool. Ruoff Home Mortgage on the ramp, the wheel ramp, Ruoff Home Mortgage and Panasonic. On the wing, Ruoff, And then you got Sherwin-Williams, BASF, and DMG Morai. I don't even know what DMG Morai is, but whatever. 26 P1 Verizon, and then Firestone on the back. Ruoff Home Mortgage 26, and then thanks Neil. I bet that Neil is pretty damn happy about this. So then, let's talk about this car. There is one thing that bothers me about this car, and actually a fun fact that I discovered not too long ago. The 26 is off. The font is, to me, is not right. It's not bold enough. Case in point, I will show you. There is the proper font, and if you, like, I'm going to try to get them into the same frame. You can tell it's not bold enough. It is not bold enough. Come on. Another cool thing is the fact that the rabbit ear end plate is actually in the correct color, which they did not do on the Fernando Alonso car, which, you know, people were like, rawr about, but whatever. By the way, this decal looks tilted. It is tilted. It's like almost upside down, and it's misplaced. I don't even know what that decal is. Oh, it's the Get Well Seb sticker. Took me a second to like see that, but it's the Sebastian Bourdais sticker. It's like sideways, and it's like misplaced. It should be like down here. Come on, guys. And it's the same one on the other side. Come on, guys. But anyways, the 26 is not fonted right. It's like the one thing that kind of ruins this car. But you know, another thing, people complain about the blue being off, but if you want to know something funny, this is the blue that was on the car prior to the Ruoff. They did change the color of the car. The blue did change. However, I was looking at pictures of this thing from the Grand Prix, or from Takuma Sato's car from the Grand Prix, and from practice leading up to the 500, and it does appear that this is the same blue he ran then. Yeah, interesting about that. It's, you know, I probably am wrong like I usually am, but it, you know, it does seem so that that's the case, that this is the color that, of course, remember, Greenlight gets their stuff from the teams, and they probably gave him the font that, or the color of blue, the color code that they used on his normal season car prior to the Ruoff sponsorship deal, which would not surprise me. But overall, though, it is a nice car. I mean, the big push for people to get this car is going to be the fact that it's the Indy 500 winner, and people are probably going to get the figure edition, or at least 500 people will probably get the figure edition over this, which, you know, I would not blame them in any stretch of the imagination. I plan on getting the figure edition, except for the figure is going to be displayed with this car because it's already signed. You know, what's the point of, you know, getting the figure edition signed when you have one that's already signed? You could just place the figure, and nobody's going to tell the difference unless you look at the number on the bottom. It will not matter. But anyways, it is a nice car overall. I mean, if you're just buying this car because you're a Takuma Sato fan, great, because, you know, they're probably going to produce his diecast next year because he's the reigning defending Indy 500 champion. Just like Alexander Rossi. You know, if it wasn't for him winning the 500, we wouldn't have Alexander Rossi diecast. So now we're probably going to get Takuma Sato stuff. But if you want his Andretti car, this is no, it's not probably. It is the only chance you have at getting it. But it is a very nice car overall, and I do recommend getting it because it's the Indy 500 champion, because you will never see another diecast of Takuma Sato at Andretti unless he comes back in the future. But, and also this is probably one of, well, no, actually not probably, but this is going to be one of the last cars on the Aero Kit era in terms of being produced by Greenlight, unless they like pull another like wave out of their ass for whatever reason. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and it's great to be doing reviews again, and there's more to come. Actually, I got a new series of videos that I'm going to do here shortly, which I believe you guys will enjoy, hopefully. anyways, enough of that. See you guys next time. Peace out.